Let's go to the New York Football Giants. All right, Giants over here starting fights in training camp. I love to see it.
They're on
Uh,
Hard Knocks.
Hard
A-Ball
Knocks.
lost 80 pounds.
They look fucking. It looks a little bit of a mess at times on Hard Knocks with them. Some
Dude,
episodes.
they are destroying Daniel Jones and like social media. They keep showing every bad fucking throw he's ever had. It's crazy.
Jeez. I want to have a
I don't
conversation
know why.
after we talk about the ads and losses, but I have a question for you. Anyway, look,
Okay.
Brian Dable and his losing weight ass. He's coming back. Mike Kafka, Eagle Great, offensive
Yeah.
coordinator. Shane Bowen, new defensive coordinator. 6-11 last year. Very sad year. A lot of injuries. Daniel Jones got banged up. 6.5 wins is the over under for 2024. Let's go over some of the additions, which were big. They traded for Brian Burns from the Carolina Panthers, who's an absolute dog. Brought in Devin Singletary and drafted Malik Neighbors, who has been fucking killing it in training camp.
Did you watch the Giants Hard Knocks at all?
I've
Did you
watched the
see like
first 3 episodes.
I think in 4 they talk about Neighbors a lot and they're like, we would take him over Marvin.
Yeah. I mean,
And I was like, wow.
It's hard because like George Pickens was this guy his rookie year where he was just fucking killing people in training camp and people were getting really fucking excited. But it's like regular season came and it didn't really happen like that. Malik Neighbors is killing it right now. Like he's making a fucking crazy play every fucking day of practice. So people are really excited about him. Let's go over some of the losses. Of course, Saquon Barkley and a safety in Xavier McKinney, who's with the Green Bay Packers now. Big loss. He's one of the, top 10, top 12 safety in the league. Really, really solid safety, bro. So gonna be missed. And the franchise is leaving. Saquon Barkley. He was the face of the Giants ever since he's gotten drafted. So it's gonna
Crazy
be
to think he played with Eli and Odell.
right.
Seems like such a long
Yeah,
time ago.
he's been there for a while, man. So favorite is gone. Uh, the question I wanted to ask you, Max,
Mhm.
what did you think about that whole situation with Saquon on how they handled it? Because my opinion, I think they handled it like shit. I did not like the way they
Why?
handled it.
Why? Why do they handle it like shit?
I think the fact that they were so little communication with Saquon on what it seemed in the show, and I think they had this notion of Saquon Barkley's market was not gonna be that good. And I just think that's so fucking stupid to think. Like that's so idiotic, bro.
I
The
don't think
fact
that's
that
stupid to think. It's a
I,
running back.
yeah, but at the same time, it's number one, it's Saquon Barkley. I think he's a different breed. I think you could throw him into like the Christian McCaffrey thing. I know how you feel about running backs, but this is Saquon Barkley we're talking about. The same X factor that we think that the Philadelphia Eagles are going to have. And I get trying to test the value and you don't want to overpay him, but
But they
not
told
even
him like,
making
"Hey,
an
come back with
offer.
your offer." But they told him to come back with your offer, and then we'll see what we can come up with. And they were like, "We're not going to match it." I don't
So
see. I don't
you
see.
didn't
And
see a
if
problem.
I no, no, no. I think there was clear. Obviously, we didn't get the whole story. We
Right,
probably got
right.
bits and pieces.
Yeah.
I believe in the way I've kind of read into things was after last year, where they tagged him. They tried to get it done, and I'm sure he was like, I'm done. I'm not going to sign here. They're out the year, and they were like, you know what? If you want to walk, and this is the GM said, like, hey, you get an offer, you can bring it to us. We're not going to tag you with good faith because they could have tagged him. He had to come back. He couldn't do shit, but they made an agreement. They lived up to it, and I think Saquon didn't want to just. I bet Saquon wanted to stay in like the sense of like this is the team that drafted me. I like it
Right.
here.
Right.
But I think he wasn't. He was like, dude, I've been a part of the worst O line in like 3 years. I'm not doing this shit again. Right?
Yeah.
Right? It's been bad his whole career there, where the Eagles have had the best O line of football, arguably the last 5 years.
I
And I
think he
think that
was
was. I think Saquon's more determined to actually one get paid. And I bet if it was between a better situation, he'd walk away from some money. That's
it's
what I
tough,
believe.
man. I think he's really trying to stick it to the Giants. The fact that he went to the Eagles, I think it Burns a little bit more going there.
But you can't just say like, oh, it's not like the Eagles don't have a good situation for him. In most free agents, if you look at where they
Yeah.
move to their own division. Most free agents bounce around the division. Sean Smith, where did he sign? Juan went from Kansas City to Oakland in the
And
division.
it's just
Most
hard
free
though
agents
because this
they
is
stay there.
it's Saquon. It's Saquon. Like he
I
meant
know,
something. He
I know,
meant
but
something in New York.
you had 4 good years with them, 5 good years,
Yeah.
whatever. And you know what? The Giants did never put a good enough team around him ever.
Yeah.
Besides maybe last year or 2 years ago with the first year of Dayball. Excuse me.
But I don't think they're gonna be that good, bro. I I don't think they made enough
I you
moves.
know
Look, I like the Brian Burns. Their defense is gonna be good. I love their defensive line. They got Dexter Lawrence, they got Brian Burns, and they got Leonard Williams. All three of those guys.
No,
And
Leonard's gone. I
oh,
thought
Leonard's gone.
Leonard's
Sorry,
on Seattle.
sorry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No Leonard.
They got Dexter, um,
Thibodeau. There
Thibodeau
you go. That's the
and
guy I'm missing.
Burns. I don't think they're going to be a team that's going to win 10 games. I think they could win 8 or 9. Like I don't think Dayball's the problem here. I really don't think he's that bad of a coach. Do you? Like, are you
No,
soured on him
no.
because of as bad as the injuries were last year? They won 6 games.
Yeah, the injuries really fucked them, but it did seem kind of weird the way that the team was responding to him. Like,
Yeah, the whole drama with Wink Martindale and shit.
right, yeah, Wink Martindale had some drama with him. They had some drama with Xavier McKinney, and they had some drama with Saquon Barkley. So it's like the players see this. The players see, and I'm sorry, that matters. That matters how you treat other guys, and it goes in the back of your head. Like, if they're gonna treat fucking Saquon Barkley like that, what do you think they're gonna do to me? Like, this motherfucker don't care about me. And I'm not saying that every player is thinking like that, but you have to have somewhat of a sense of like players are thinking that, bro. Like I wouldn't be surprised. I love Brian Dable. I think he did amazing things his first year with the Giants. It was very, very impressive. And Daniel Jones,
So
um,
thank you for bringing. We can't talk about the Giants this long and not bring him up. I mean, what do
yeah,
you expect? This is the X factor of their season. He's more important to their team's success than Saquon Barkley. I hate to say it.
right.
If he can play and play at a decent level, they could win 9 games. I think. So what do you expect from him coming off a torn ACL
I
and a year where
don't,
he was just getting battered?
I just don't see it. I don't. They have Malik Neighbors. It's really one receiver. They have Dev.
No, they have
Who,
Jalen Hyatt, who's good. They have Darius. They have dynamic young receivers. I like them.
you
I'm
like
not saying
Jalen
it's.
Hyatt, but I don't. I
I've
don't. I don't. I
You
don't.
weren't impressed after his rookie year. I thought he did some good things. I'm just saying. Again, I get it's not like the greatest show on turf, but there's pieces to be excited for, and I know Neighbors is
There's
obviously
pieces
the
to
most
be
exciting
excited
one.
for. To pieces like these pieces are gonna make some plays, but is it good enough to elevate Daniel Jones?
That's where I'm gonna say, like I said, I think they're gonna go over by a game or two. But that's because I believe in Dayball. I believe in him a lot. I'm going over.
I'm gonna go under. I gotta go under. I'm not a big believer. I can't do it.
Big dreams, everything ain't what it seems. Glittering gold both ways. Not on my team. This organic, we don't